Come on, I know y'all hungry and tired, but praise God right here.
Thank you everyone for coming out. I'm so happy to be here. I almost didn't make it tonight. But I'm really happy to be here and to be sharing with you about CAN. You know, in my role as Community Engagement Manager, I never know who I'm going to be talking to. I never know who I'm going to be meeting. I had the opportunity to meet a really good friend of mine a few weeks ago, and I did it in a makeup store, surprisingly enough. I was having a conversation with our prevention manager who calls me at all odd hours of the day for whatever reason. And we were talking about some statistics and some news that had recently come out. And we were having this conversation, and when I hung up the phone, this person who was working in the store asked me what I did. And I told her I work for CAN. We're a nonprofit organization based out of Sarasota. We provide HIV education, testing, and treatment. And a single tear came down her face while we were talking. And I didn't know if I should ask her why she was crying. I didn't know if I should acknowledge it. And before I could make a decision, she said to me, my daughter is positive. She refuses to go to treatment. I don't know how to help her, and I don't know how to help myself. I gave her my business card, and we talked a little while.
Excuse me. Let's give respect, because she's speaking. Even though we're in line to eat, but we can do it quietly, amen? And we can listen to her as well. So let's give her the respect that we gave everyone else that was up here on this podium. While we're standing in line, let's still open our ears and be attentive to her. Thank you.
Thank you. I know you guys are all hungry. I won't take up too much more of your time. But essentially, knowing your status is not only just about your own personal health, it's about empowering each other. I heard it said one time that stigma is where danger and fear meet. If we begin to normalize the conversation, if we know our status, if we're talking to one another about it, we can reduce the barriers of stigma and make sure that everyone knows their status and make sure that we're having these conversations so that not only we can empower ourselves, but empower our community. If you haven't had an HIV test in the last year, I encourage you to go out and do so. If you think that you may have been exposed in the last 3 to 6 months, I also encourage you to go ahead and do so. It's important to know your status. It's important because not only is it empowering for you, but it's empowering for the community. I can't say that enough. So thank you all so much for your time. Thank you for having CAN out here. We look very much forward to providing services and education. If you haven't had a chance to stop at our table outside, please do so. Thank you so much and enjoy your meal.